I know you guys can't wait to buy the bond, but we've got to wait until the appeals court makes a decision on that. That's been basically the rule of the game ever since. That's what our law says. That's what Judge Grisey said he would do, but then there's always the Court of Appeals. So there's a hearing on April 13th. Luckily, it was not on April Fool's Day. We would have liked that hearing to have taken place earlier on. And when I say we, it's not just us, but also the holdouts. That was not the case, but it will happen when it will happen. And once that is out of the way, we'll basically issue the bond, and therefore everyone will be happy that you'll have your own share of the bond.
Well, it's funny that you bring up the timing, because we have questions about that too. So as you say, there's the appeals.
Unsurprisingly.
The appeals court's April 13th. There's a deadline, the current deadline for paying off the holdouts is April 14th. So how are you going to be able to do that?
No,
Can you turn this all around?
The deadline is for one group of holdouts, not for all of the holdouts, just for one group. And it's not a deadline; it's a strike, basically. I mean, it's option day, if you will, and it's their option to stay in the deal or to leave the deal. I mean, it's their option. There's nothing we can do about that.
But is there a chance that the whole deal could fall apart if the payment is not made by April 14th?
I don't see why that would be the case, because I don't see why the holdouts would decide to hold out. Of holdout.
Well, a date is a date, a deadline is a deadline. Fine, it's a strike.
I mean, we've done what we were required to do. I mean, we've agreed on the terms. We pushed the law through Congress. We, how do you say in English? It's a horrible word. We repealed the laws that we needed to repeal, and we're ready to go. But
is there any mechanism needed, just either maybe just agree on an extension, for example? Is that a possibility?
It's, again, you guys know about financial options. This is an option that we don't have. We've given that option away. So it's for the holdouts to exercise or not exercise the option. I mean, I think it would be the wrong decision to exercise the option. It's their call. Judge Grisey was very clear about what he said. He said that when the two conditions are met, and the two conditions being the laws that are needed, and those guys who have a current agreement that was signed before or on February 29th, once we paid for these guys, the injunction will be removed. So it's very clear to me what the value of that option is.
Is there any chance that you would use reserves to pay off any of the creditors?
I mean, we can't pay until the Court of Appeal ratifies what the judge said. So once the Court of Appeal ratifies, we'll do what it takes to pay. But I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to issue a bond in one day.